So, bravo. Bravo again. Me, can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Bravo for this performance. As I said before, for me, the it's very well prepared. Tempi are really right, but you have to find the spirit of this music, which is led Brahms, inspired with popular music too. Of course, this third movement is the middle part, the trio of the third movement is a Landler. I don't know if you know what is a Landler. Landler is a popular song in Germany, Austria. And we can imagine these instruments like cornemuse and pipe, many things like this. And so this is very important. You try to understand the spirit of this music, music of the end of a life, this gray and sad music, but very poetic, very intimate. And Brahms, of course, there is many notes, it seems equal, quarter, quarter, but they are not equal. Phrasing in music, it's like when we speak in life. When you speak, you use word and you put accents, you put end of phrase, middle phrase. So when we speak, it's lively, and when you play music, it's the same. When you have this, it's a phrase. It means something. So it's very important. Don't try to say, "Oh, it's da 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 di do," and then the other one then da 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 di da di da 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 di da da, and you can move. Brahms, he never used metronome when he was old. He didn't like it at all. He has a pulse, but he plays very free. And there is things written in the score which can help you. When a composer wrote something, I don't know, dynamics mark, accentuation mark, dot, slur, all this, you have to find a way to understand what it means when he wrote this. So there is some musicologic things we know. For example, we in 19th century, when it's written diminuendo, very often in German music, it means something more not ritenuto, but you can take time. In some Schubert piece like based on Madame String Quartet, it was diminuendo a tempo, diminuendo a tempo. It's not the same, but it's important to understand this. And even when there is this sign, of crescendi, decrescendi, it's not only dynamics. It means you have to go with a pulse to a point and then go back. And when Brahms wrote this sign, on the note, it's a sign of rubato, of taking time. For example, that on a piano note, it doesn't have any meaning. Of course, a string could do it, but piano doesn't mean anything. So when you have this kind of mark, it's also not only a mark of dynamics, it's also a mark of expression, taking time. We can try from the beginning of this movement. You have when you go up, you go up. You go down, you go down. It's never straight. And when the interval is bigger, you can take a little time. Can we try? It has to be very, very delicate, a lot of charm in this minuet. Can we try? Grazioso. Yes, okay. It's nice. You can take little, even not faster. Do di da di re do si so do di da di ya di re di. And clarinet, you have the instant interval ti ya di da di da. You can take a little time, and then the piano ta di da da. give the tempo. You know, don't try. We have time. Try again, and we very free. Yes, excuse me. But it's nice. Do, do, fa. But you know what is rubato? When rubato, the rule, it's like from somebody who stole. You stole time, so you have to give it back. When you play do, do, fa, di, re, do, you cannot play do, do, fa, di, re, because it's just slower. If you take time, do, do, ya, di, re, do, si, and then let it go. You take time, it's the definition of rubato. You take time, but you have to give it back in a way. So there is a general pulse, but it's not just take time da da because it's not. It's just slower. Da, di, da, di, de, do, di, da. Can we try again? Di, de, do, di, do. Do, fa, di, do. Do, si, so, do. Do, do, di, do. Da, di. Allez, da, di. Yes, yes. So okay. Sorry, the sound is not good, but and but you have when you, for example, you have this ti ta ti dam ti da ti ta ti da ti. You have this crescendo and the acceleration of rhythm ti dam ti dam ti instead of ti ta ti ta ti. So there is a kind of excitement. So you have to go there, and then the piano take time to play it again with this. It was just a small feeling of excitement. I know we don't have a lot of time, and I want to go to the trio because you know this is a scherzo. There is the form is A B A, and you know we can go to the middle part, which is really a Landler when you have da de da ya da di da di da di da de da di da. So that should not be too fast. And be careful of the piano when you have the dot of the quarter note not too dry. Da ya pum da yam pum pum. In the clarinet da de da ya da 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 di da 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 de da ya. Yes, take a lot of time. I'm very free. Can we try this middle part? Okay. Yes. And so you have da de da ya da 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 di da 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 de da ya da di da di da 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 de da di da da. You have phrasing. It's no, you know, I have to hear that. And then at the end you are di da da ya da di da da. You can take a little time and si ram da de da. And the beat for the when the piano will come. And the piano even on this arpeggiando not da de da 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 di da da una da de da ya da da di da 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 de da ya da di da 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 de dam di da 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 de da da di da de da di da di ya do di da da de bam bam. It's like a dance. Landler is also dance, but very light and very free. Can we try that again? Don't play equal beat. Yes, even more. It was much better. But yada da yada dee da da ba de da ya. The beat of not not you don't need to play in time. You can take last time again, but it's not faster. Take as much time as you wish. You are free to do what you want. The same. Tita, tita, ta, ya, da, tita. You have this sign, on this bar. Ya, ta, tita, ta, ya, da, tita. This is a sign of rubato in Brahms music. And what I say here, it's not just interpretation. It's also musicologic. We know that. I don't know if you see this. I don't know if you know that. It's Bernreiter. They did kind of new edition of Brahms music, and they just did this. It's about performance practice in Johannes Brahms chamber music. And we have a lot of testimony of friends of Brahms, of like a pianist called Fanny Davis, or from Joachim, the violinist. And you have a lot of knowledge of the way he wrote, Brahms. And it's very interesting. There is even some figuring things for cellists from Popper. So it's very interesting. If you can get that from your library, it will be interesting. Of course, it's just you will see that it opens a lot of possibilities when you play music. And so they spoke about this. Yeah, this sign in Brahms music. It's just not only dynamics. Yada di yada di da. It's also a sign of rubato, and it's very important. Then you have this. Can we take from there again? Last time, can you play? Not faster. Not faster. Okay, it's much better, but you could take even more time and not faster. When you have this on piano, and this is espressivo too. This is a kind of theme too with the clarinet. Don't play too and the cello is the same when you have it. Not too short the notes. Very expressive. And the piano is the same. It's a little too. It's very important. It's a countertenor, and it should not. It's as important as was playing the piano at this time. So really not faster. And I think you could try to be even more free, more poetic. You go up, you take time. And last thing for this movement, at the end of the movement, you have this tone. And poco diminuendo and poco sostenuto. I think you could do that much more because I almost don't hear there is a pianissimo poco sostenuto. Yeah, and you have before the diminuendo. Diminuendo, as I said, it's not only for dynamics. It's diminuendo also in the pulse, in the tempo. Dom, ta, dim, dim, pam, dim, pam, pam, pam. And like here is like a dream. Um, um, and even on the piano part, if you are look closely at the beginning of the poco sostenuto, it's just ta, oh, ta, ta. And the two bars after it's ta, there is a sign. So I have to hear the difference, the piano part. When you play ta, tum, pa, the second time, ta, tum, mi. So you can take, for example, a little more time. When something is written on the score, as I said, dynamics, uh, accentuation, phrasing, all these things, as the audience should uh, hear something. And it's our job of musicians to to find the way of the meaning of this. But when something is written on the score, when it's piano, then pianissimo, I have to hear something different. And once it's dot, when it's sure, it's I have to hear this. Here you have tam pam ti, and after you have ta pam ti. This is very very important because when we play music, we like in a comedian in theater. We are telling a story, and when you play something, you always have to imagine something. Musical phrase, we say musical phrase. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it means something. Of course, it's a duty of interpreters, of players, to find the meaning. And we don't have, of course, the same interpretation, hopefully. If not, it will be very boring. But it's very important. When you play something, you have always, the main thing is to find where I'm going, what I'm saying. This is very important. It's notes, but it's not only notes. It has expressive meaning. It's very important. So, and for I don't know if we have a lot of time yet. Still, the last movement, tempo was very nice, but it's a little the same. When you have the cello, tiram, taram, tadiram, and this rest is very important. Tiram, taram, tiram, taram, tadiram, tataram, and then legato. I have to hear this much more. You go up, tiram, taram, tadiram, tara, and then you go down. Et puis, tadidodidadadadam, pa-pam, pa-pam, yadadidadadidadam. We can just try a little this beginning. Can we try this? And this iram param is like iram tarim. I want to hear the small rest. Can we do the beginning of the last movement? Wait, yes, once again. Yes, and the just when you play pipam and is détaché, it's not tira papam papam. It's like wind, like trumpet and you play tiram taram. It's papam. It's not triplet. It's really 16 note. Papam papam. Can we try again? Tiram, taram. Piano, piano. Okay, okay, it's nice. When you have the piano, when you have the clarinet, it's dolce, you know, and that it's a it means something. You don't play exactly dolce, the same feeling. Then the forte after titam. So I said, pa-pam, pa-pam, yata-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-tim. You know what I mean? Make much more difference. And be careful, the piano after again we have pim pam pim pam 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 pim pam pim. You can take a little time on the sforzandi because if not, it's almost impossible. Yam partita pampirata pim partita pampirata pim ta. And then second part cello. Can we take from? I don't know if you have letters. I have A in my. When you clarinet plays the piano dolce, and very poetic. Take your time. Okay. For example, this part for the cello, you have with this first bar. Second bar, there is no third and then this and crescendo. And after it's still a crescendo and climax is here. And then diminuendo. So the first one, quite rubato, like a question. Sorry, it's not the theme. More drama, more. Try again. Tell me something with this 1 to 8 bars. Try. Crescendo! 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 Okay, this part is very delicate and even to be together because when you have a you have this decrescendo. So you can also make a little decrescendo in tempo. And and it's piano. To be, it should be very clear. Take your time. This part is very strange, and it's not just straight. Can we take from the 6/8? You know, from the cello. Oh yes, okay. very calm. Ta, 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 ta. Pianissimo. Okay, so okay, this middle development, it was better, but you even can go far more, to do it more, take more time, very delicate. When there is with a dolce, pianissimo, all this sign, it's you really have to find a way to make it more deep. Be careful with the cello. When you have the pianissimo, sometimes don't do the same kind of vibrato everywhere. You know, sometimes it's possible not even to vibrate. You know, much less. You know, vibrato. It's not on off. There is many kind of the speed of vibrato is very important. It depends of which kind of expression. Vibrato is a way to give expression to music, but it should not never be the same or automatic. You know, for example, when you have almost nothing. You know, the friend of Brahms was Joachim, the violinist. It's very known, and he didn't like too much vibrato. Of course, we don't play like they play at this time, but just think of this. Sometimes it's even in some Brahms plays to play very little vibrato, not the clarinet vibrate much less, of course. So in this kind of part, try to find color, try things, and then if you don't like, your teacher said, "Oh, I don't like it," but try. Nothing is forbidden. You always have to try things. I don't know how much time we have. So, you know how much time we have for? Because I have. You understand what I mean? I say. No. I just say if I have still time for this trio, or we have to go to the one. No. Yes.
We're almost time. We have to move on to the second.
Yes. It's what I thought. Yes. So things. Just to make a conclusion, always try to, when you play this music, and we play every music, find a meaning in the phrase you are playing. It dreams something, and it's important if you can help you in listening other Brahms music, of course, and other music of this time, and to read also literature, poetry, and to make your imagination work. When you play this music, you have to tell us a story. This is the main thing. And forgot it's quite a note, 8 notes. It's not the main thing. The main thing is what is trying to say to us, and that you have to transmit this meaning to the audience. This is the main part. Always think about expression. Expressivo is the first word, especially in this music. Bravo.
Thanks for the first group. And going to play the second videos for now.
The Mendelssohn.
That's, yeah.
Uh, yes. Yes. Bravo. It's okay? You hear me? Yeah. Hello. Bravo. It's very also very well prepared and but as for the Brahms, I think it's very important uh, to understand the feelings and the meanings of this music. You know, Mendelssohn is one of the first great romantic. He was young guy, very gifted, so gifted, and he was a virtuoso of the piano, and but he is really in the mood of this romantic German romantics. And so, if you have time, sometimes to read some books of this time, some poems, or look at some painting of Friedrich, for example, you will see this music is this time romantism, German romantism is full of fantasy, of passion, of it's always there is ghosts, there is fury, there is horses crazy during the night in the forest, and this music is full of passion. And Mendelssohn is a composer, it's always pure something. It's written allegro, energico e con fuoco. It should be energico e con fuoco, with passion. And it's a young passion. It's little crazy. I think it's little too much safe the way you play. You should take more risks, much more. And of course, there is a way the composer give us some indications to do that. It's allegro energetico con fuoco. He also wrote a tempo, 92 for half note. I know it's very fast. Mendelssohn tempi are very fast, so you are not supposed to play exactly what he wrote, but it gives the direction you have to take. So it's very important. And also the dynamics. Each composer has his own way of written dynamics of accentuation. When you have a new score, it's very interesting to know from where it starts to where it goes. Here it's from pianissimo to fortissimo. So we have pianissimo, piano, mezzo piano, mezzo forte, forte, fortissimo. Each of these dynamics should have a special color, special expression. And it's not a question of decibel, of loud or less loud. It's a question of expression. A very great musician called Norbert Breinin was the first violin of Amadeus Quartet, the most known quartet after the war. Always said dynamics are not a question of decibel, but a question of expression. So what's the meaning of pianissimo? What's the meaning of a piano? There is also accentuation. Forte piano is not the same as sforzando. Tam, tam, ta, ti, pa, do, ba, bam, do, ti, pa. Forte piano. It's not tam, pam. That's the same thing. Then all this is very important. Accent. Also about tempi in this piece, it's allegro, energico, e con fuoco, and there is only two places where she's written tranquillo. In the middle, this is tranquillo, and at the end, when you have the beginning of the coda, this is tranquillo. After, in the other part, there is no tranquillo. There is no reason when it's becoming expressivo to play so slow. He didn't write tranquillo. You can be free, but don't change the tempo. Anyway, we will start from the beginning. But I would like to have this. With the right tempo, pianissimo, it's pianissimo, and there is some crescendo, pianissimo, and the strings you have this crescendo, which make a kind of agitato. But this is the tempo, and anyway about the tempo, when you play after when you play this, you play faster. Anyway, you yourself. So the tempo you have here, you should have it the same at the beginning, because you play there, you play faster. So you can play faster. So play it. And Confoco, a young Confoco. You are young. He was young when he wrote this. So try to have this. And pianissimo, really pianissimo. Take risks. Take. I don't care if there is wrong note. Wrong notes is not important. What is important? It's what you say. Play. And again, on the piano, play misterioso. Legato and not and really pianissimo, really pianissimo. Take risks. I don't care if there is note missing. It's not important, but it should be we should be frightened. It's fear. You don't know what will happen. It's yes, go. Yes. Attendo. Pianissimo. Yes, yes, of course. And when you have a tempo, don't rush, of course. Huh? Yeah, of course. It's a good tempo. Not now. Don't go faster and faster. But that is a tempo. All this is very it's very important because it changes completely the meaning of the music. You know, it's fantastic world, the world of Mendelssohn. It's full of fairies, of ghosts, and you know, it's very important to don't be okay. It's quiet. No, it's these feelings which it's urgent. Um, I'd like to. Can we go for once again and then until the second theme? But this is and try to have a pulse, but with this tempo and these dynamics. Exaggerate all dynamics. Yes. Bravo. But don't rush. Don't rush. Pianissimo. Pianissimo. Forte. Yes, okay. All that was much better. Be careful when you have don't rush this. Be careful. You are rushing a little. When you are now in this second theme. Of course, you can take time, but is as I said before for the brands, rubato, you steal time. When you steal something, you have to give it back. And even the violin, when you play, it's nice. You take time. It's nice. But then tempo, because after the piano will do, if you slow down, it's very difficult to start. You can take as much time you want. You know, and I don't know if you see, and the piano part, he put this. So sign this, as I said for Brahms, this kind of sign is also a sign of rubato, not only dynamics. When you take time, then you have to take it back. If not, we are slowing down. Can we take from well, 70 years? About 70 years. Crescendo. Tempo. Crescendo. Forte. Not faster. Same tempo. Don't rush. Not faster. Yes. Oh, just 1 second. 1 second. Be careful. Be careful. Because now you go faster and faster. Don't rush so much. When you have try with the crescendo. Don't make accelerando. It's a bit of, if after it will be too fast. In fact, it's almost the same tempo. We don't need to be out of control, because we have a lot of notes on piano part, and if it's too fast, it's become very, very difficult. So keep have a pulse. Like orchestra, but now you are going a little too much, faster and faster. Be careful. Can we take from this? Pam 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 pam. About 105. Okay, okay. One other thing. You have tom pa do di re di dom petit ya on piano di dom petit ya pam pam pa so tom to do di dom papa forte piano papa forte piano is not ta ta mais pa di then ding and then crescendo but don't sustain the forte piano when you have forte piano don't make sostenuto on the notes it's tam it's like an accent. Don't play ta-da. You know the difference? And can we, what, same thing with the real dynamics. Once again, same place. Crescendo. Forte. Rest. Okay, okay. That was much better. And now, and this time you play much more the dynamics. Yeah, pa 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 pa. The diminuendo. In the video, you don't do this enough. Just one thing in the piano part. When you have this, it's very important. It's like orchestra. Of course, when you have but you can play more. You know, more piano here. You have you wrote fortissimo again on this place, and it's very important part. Like you know, you have wind, horn, trumpet, pa pam pa pam pa pam pa pam, tim pa pam pa 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 pam, ta tim tam, and then and when you rock. Of course, it's cantabile on the cello. But be free. Don't be just slower. Just free is different than slow. So and then give again a small tempo for the violinist. It's not finished. And then this can go. Here it's finished. And then it's the tranquillo. Before it's not tranquillo. It's free, but not tranquillo. So it's still a little agitato. And then we have this tranquillo pianissimo for everybody. And it's like a dream. So, can we take from example
Professor, sorry to interrupt.
yes.
We have only 1 minute left.
Ah, okay, it's very short. And so, and I go fast to the coda. When you have tempo ti pa pa pi pom pa pom, and thus pianissimo pa pom pa pom pa pi pa pom. And that is dynamics for strings too. It's pianissimo. Don't play la di da di da. pam 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 pam. It's pianissimo, and then there is small crescendo, diminuendo, crescendo, and then you arrive to a forte. But find a color of pianissimo, and the piano. Phrase. Yes. Can we try this? Just this. For example, can we take from 3 to 5? Tranquillo. Still pianissimo. Crescendo. Crescendo now. Piano. Still piano. Piano. Okay, it's much better. But you know all these dynamics. The fortissimo is only in bar 3 5 2. Before there is the forte and 3 4 2, and then piano. Small crescendo, but still piano, and then molto crescendo. When you see molto crescendo doesn't mean louder. It means we have to go louder. So when you see sign crescendo, always think play less to make it crescendo after. Because when we say crescendo, we have the habit to play more. But when the beginning of the crescendo is the lowest level of dynamics. And after, you have only, be careful of the piano part. You have sforzandi on the first beat after. You didn't play the sforzandi of the piano part. It's important. You know what? I know it's difficult. This. No, but take your time. Because you have to play the chord. You have to play this sforzandi. And be careful. And be careful the strings. Pim pom pam pim pam pam pam. Because the piano we have a lot of notes, and you have only quarter notes. And the piano, it needs. Don't play faster for this end. Okay, but just we don't have so much time, so just think of what is written on the score, the meaning. And when a composer wants something, I want to hear it. It's your choice to find what it means, but I want to hear. So when you wrote pianissimo, it's not piano. When you wrote forte piano, it's not sforzando. When you wrote, I don't know, legato, it's not the same things than when it's détaché. All these things is very important. When you wrote energico, it means something. When you wrote tranquillo, it means something. You know, it's very important. It's very important. And even when you wrote a tempo, metronomic tempo, even it's not, you should not do it exactly what you want. It gives the idea how he think his music, what he wants. So you have to go in this direction. If you want 92 for half note, it's very fast. It's too fast for me. But it means it should be excessive. It should be full of passion, of virtuosity. And the end of this movement should be hot. You know, it's not just nice playing together. No, it's really something very strong you have to feel inside you. You know, it's very important. You have to feel this. And Mendelssohn is always this kind of romanticism, always this direct passion. It's because a lot of people think Mendelssohn is nice. Mendelssohn is like salon music, and no, Mendelssohn is first thing in Mendelssohn is station. As I said, Omeneson is always più something, più agitato, molto, più, molto. And at the end, he wrote sempre forte e con fuoco again. And so this is, you have to think about this, you know, when because this is the most important part in music, what you want to say, you know, and we have to find the meaning of each piece we are playing. So bravo. I'm too long. I know.
Thank you. Then let's play the third group of videos.
This is Brahms now again. Yeah. Rien d'autre. Bravo, bravo. It's very well prepared too, and the intonation is very good too. I was surprised on the video. It seems for me that the strings were quite far from the piano. I don't know if it was like this, but it looks like you were really in front. I think you should be more close. I'm not sure. Perhaps it's just a question of perspective. And I think for a concert, the piano should be open, big open. Of course, yes. Yeah, of course. In general, even for piano trio, piano should be open. And for this piano quartet, of course. It doesn't change a lot of the dynamics, but the color of the piano is really different. You have all the harmonics when it's open. You have to be careful, but that is piano quartet. Piano part is very important. Piano quartet is string trio and piano. And okay, this Brahms is the life of Brahms was quite complicated. He was always sad. It's like Brahms, and this music is also very passionate and quite sad. It's ending sadly this movement because Brahms had a very not a nice sentimental life. He was in love with Clara Schumann, which was the wife of his best friend, and so it was impossible, to be with her, and he never had, and he fall in love with somebody else, but it doesn't work out. So all his life, he was very sad. He even sort of suicide himself, kill himself, and later in his life because he was so alone. And there is something very strong, very tragic in this music. So this is for the general spirit. Then on the piano, we start with the music. There is, of course, piano is a percussive instrument, and strings, it's easy to play legato. On piano, legato is an illusion, but we have to give this illusion. And at the beginning, when you play, you cannot play. You have to find a way to make a long line. So don't play notes perfectly equal. And then there's this sign here. So you can be much more free. By the way, I think it's very important for musicians, young or all the same, to listen to great recording, great interpretation of this music. I don't know if you have listened the record of Arthur Rubinstein with Guarneri Quartet. You should, and for modern version. Oh, there is also Gilels with Amadeus Quartet. Recently, Martha Argerich and his friend, and you have to, for the strings, to listen to Adolphe Busch, the Busch Quartet, Rodolphe Zerkin. It's very important to listen to all this, and people from the past, Alfred Cortot, all these kind of things. It's very important. It will open your choice, your imagination. I don't uh, I don't agree with people which are saying, "Oh, don't listen to recordings because you have to make your own choice." No, I say listen to many recordings, many good ones, many major interpreters, many major players. It's very important. It will open your mind, because interpret players. It's a long line. We came from the past. We came from and from the beginning of 20th century. We have recordings. You are so lucky to have this. So try to listen to great interpreters, not the number one of YouTube, but great players. It's very important to make your imagination. So you will see there is many ways to play things, many kind of vibrato, many kind of phrasing of kepi, of choice, and then you can do your own choice. So now, can we go back to the beginning? Play the beginning for piano and make a long phrase. And then it's not here. Okay. Play. Okay. Yes, but I think for me, it's much better, but it's a little too slow. Taka taka ta. You don't play like this after. Taka taka tim, tiki taka tom. Ti da sol fa do di re do. Okay, and try it's better. The sound is not good here with but it's okay. When you play tempo the string is your little have a tempo. Piano doesn't mean slower because when you play it's the same tempo. So can we take from the beginning? Once again, it's better. Always make a long line and one tempo. Tempo. Voilà. Yes. Tempo. Take your time. Yes, just yes. Okay, this is better. When you take the theme, keep the same tempo. Don't. We have to keep moving, keep a tempo. Of course, when the cello takes it's expressible, it can take a little time. But then we have don't because if not the music stop, it stay the same place. It's always moving. Just one thing when try to have ta-da-da-da-dum, 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 ta-da-da-da, ya-da-da-da-tim, ta-da-da-da-dum, everybody, ya-da-da-da-tim, ta-da-da-da-dum. There is no spontaneity. Ya-da-da-da-tim, ta-da-da-da-dum. Because if not, it's little too much separate. We have to move. So be careful with the piano. When you have this, don't rush. I know it's difficult. Before the ta, because each time you have this formula, you have the tendency to play faster. And now, because we are don't have lost so much time, in the when you have the thing with the viola, yes, it's nice. The viola takes time. It's very popular. But I don't know if you have seen when you do you think that it's with an animato? You know that? In bar 107, because the viola play animato. You knew it? Yeah. Because I cannot hear the animato. So it should be more exciting. Because the viola, it needs time. And then it's then you can take a little time here. And you know, it's interesting. Brahms, when you wrote, for example, this kind of things, animato, in italic, you understand italic in English, in small letters, it means it's animato in the same tempo. When he wrote in capital letters, it means a new tempo. In the second movement, you have this, I don't know if you have studied it already, but you have this animato. This is in capital letters. It means really another tempo. But here, when you write animato in small letters, it means just animato in the tempo you are already, and then come back. But you have to do it anyway, because you play exactly the same. And after the viola theme, you should be excited. Can we try this from the viola theme? From a bit of 101. Animato. And take time. Not too slow. Why? Yes, yes. Sorry, sorry. I think you play very slow. Why? And then he turned back. And always think about long phrase. And it's not because it's piano dolce, it means slower. It could be slightly, but always give. You can move a lot in this music, even before the crescendo. Don't forget the metronome. Forget at all. And voilà. And Middle part. Be careful with dynamics. When you have in bar 205, 206, it's pianissimo. And that should be very special. There is not so many pianissimo in this piece. So when there is one, it should be very special. And I think we have to go to. I will go to the final development because we don't have so much time. In violin, do what you want, be free, and they will adapt to your colleagues. You know, yam pam 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 bim pam bim pam 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 bim pam pam bim mi do very expressive. And tranquilo. It was a little too straight. Very nostalgic. Yum pam 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 bim pam bim pam 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 tim 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 pam tim 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 bim pam 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 tim ti da ti de pam bim pam 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 ti da pam pam. And the piano. Very not too fast. It's very sad. When you watch this, it's like a suspir. Can we try this? And when you're can we take from piano? Bar 302. Bar 302, yes. Yes, and violin. You have this small crescendi, mi do mi re mi la do mi re mi. I cannot really hear them. If you need times to do it, take your times. It's their problem to follow you. Pam pam pim pam pim pam 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 pim pam pim. But I want to hear this. Oh, once again. Yes, it's okay. It's so now I can hear that you play the dynamics, but now you can try to take a little time. Pim pam pim pam. Pim. You know, it's all 16 notes, but they don't have the same length. All notes they shouldn't have. They are not equal. Pim pam pim pam pim pam pim pam pam pam. You know this here because you have also this is it's you have this interval and like a singer need time and I need this because it's so expressive. You cannot play the same timing because it's the D close to the E, but the E is much faster, much more far. So it needs more time. And it's the question of because it's expression, it means something. Good last time, once again, but it was much better because now I have the dynamic. Crescendo. 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 Allez, move. Pam, pam, tim. Pam, pam. Crescendo. Très. Pam. Okay, okay. I think, you know, sorry. This part, sol, mi, do, re, sol, fa, re, mi, crescendo, crescendo, tim, do, e tempo, do, si. And then I don't think it's necessary to make an accelerando. Pam, 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 pam. It's more expressive, you know. It's like somebody has something very heavy on his back and is trying to move. And and when you have the climax, tadim, tadim, padam, tiam, bam. Not too soon, the first beat. It's a very tragic pam, pam, pim, pam, tiram, tiram, pa. Try to keep this pulse which doesn't move until this beat. But don't rush, because if you rush, it becomes too light. And this is very strong and harsh feeling. You know, I think he has all the weight of the world, of this pain on his back. So you cannot go. Can we take from here? And try to make more strength, but not faster. Don't rush. Yes, sorry. Okay. Also, okay. Stop. Okay. No. Okay. Stop. No. When you arrive, don't play the C too soon. Pam, 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 pam. This crescendo is like you have very heavy shoes. You cannot move. Tam, tim, pa, tam, tim, pa, dim, pam, ti. If you're a tam, pi, ram, pam, 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 and screaming, pam, pam, you know? And don't, you know, it's more and more heavy. Once again, it's really tragic. Crescendo. Crescendo. I think. I don't think you have to make the so big retendo. You have sol, sol, do, re, do, re, do, re, go to there and then it's finished. And the real retenuto is only the two last bar. If you do too much, yeah, it's a little too soon and you kill the effect. Tom pam tim tim pam pam yam pam pam. Can we try this? Crescendo. Crescendo. Tempo. Now slow down. Yes. And I think it's beautiful like this. It's exactly what you want. In fact, you should always trust the great composer. What they want, you always should trust them, and to try to understand what he means. Everything is on the score. I think we have to stop. Yes. Yes. It's very short. I'm sorry.
Thank you for the group, and because it's a little over the time, so
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
So give us some suggestion about how to listen or to how to do it, like in the rehearsal.
I think when you for chamber music, when you go to rehearsal, of course, everybody should have know this is part perfectly, because and not only knows his part, but knows the music. So, of course, the piano, we have a score with everything. The strings, they just have their part. It's why I say it's very important to listen. If you don't know the piece, to listen to recordings, to with the score if you have it, with everything, and different recordings. It's very important to prepare. To have, when you come in rehearsal, you should have some ideas already, and then you play together and you can discuss. You know, it's important when you prepare a rehearsal to come with an idea about what you are playing. And of course, I know strings or winds, they just have their line. So if you just play your line, you don't know what is around, what is the rest. And the piano, of course, as I say, we have everything, but it's important to listen. I think for me, more and more, I think it's very important to listen to major interpretation of piece for chamber music or for solo music, because it's the same. You know, playing chamber music or solo music is the same, because it's just music. Only the music is different, but it's the same way. So when we learn a piece, we have to try to find some ideas. We could know the piece already, so it's okay in this case. So, and if you have heard the piece, when you play together, it's much more easy it go much faster for the rehearsal, because everybody knows what the other play, you know. And this is, I think, is very important for rehearsing.
The other question is like, as we know, Professor Koch is often served as a judge in international competitions.
Yeah.
If you can you give us some suggestions to like how to prepare for the international competition?
The first thing